We did what we say we couldn't do in this ball game. We came in and wanted to start fast, and we didn't. We spotted a really good football team, and you can't do that. And disappointed. We, like I say, wanted to start fast. We thought taking the ball, hopefully offensively, we'll do something to get going, and we didn't. We made mistakes. Had a interception there early in the game, and then a turnover early in the game on our side of the field, and again, against a good football team, you can't do that. And for our football team, we definitely can't do that right now. And yep.
Coach, third straight game, you guys have given up over 40 points. What has gone wrong with the defense?
Well, I think we got to tackle. We got to tackle better. We got to be better in our gaps, and then as coaches, we got to make sure we're putting our guys in the right position to make the plays that we're capable of making. And then I also think helping with some help on the offense side of the ball early in the games will help as well. But I think what's happening is we're getting so far behind, and we're not stopping the run, which we did earlier. And then you make teams, you're not making them one-dimensional, and that hurts you. But I think having a faster start. I think offense playing a little better earlier, it can help our defense big time. But tackling, that's on our defense to do that, and being in our gaps, it's on our defense to do that.
Coach, your secondary, specifically the safeties, are being asked to cover one-on-one a lot. They were kind of exploited again tonight in the third straight game. Has there been any thought to maybe going to do something different, because it's obviously not working?
Yeah, it is. I think if you watch the game, you see that we did differently. You see the interception we got because we went differently. We weren't playing man and this cover, so we did something differently, and it helped us in the pass game. So we did.
Coach, do you think you ever think putting Blackman in? I know Francois was struggling with Notre Dame's defense. Do you think putting Blackman in might get a little more spark?
No, I didn't think that. I think any quarterback gonna struggle when you have a lot of drops. You're gonna get in the rhythm, and so I didn't think putting Blackman in was gonna spark our football team, and I don't think putting them in is gonna make you catch balls, or anything like that. So no, I didn't.
Coach, it's been some of the same issues as of late, the turnovers, the mental issues, and things like that. I'm sure you've been preaching those things in practice about improving upon it. Do you think at this point maybe it's just like an inability to do it, more so than not knowing what to do?
No, it's not an inability. We just got to get it done. The interception, the turnover, the first one, it was drop pass and they caught it. We got to catch the ball. Our guys know how to catch. We got to catch the football. And then the other one, we got to hold on to the ball. So we just got to continue to work at it. And again, it's disappointing because it's holding us back. But we can't stop. We got to keep working on it in practice and then be there to execute it in the game. I think that's one of the issues with our team right now is mental toughness, discipline, and execution. And tonight, I thought discipline-wise, we was a lot better, but I thought execution-wise, we're back.
Coach, third coldest game at Notre Dame Stadium since 1980. How much do you think the weather had an effect on your team tonight?
I didn't. We just didn't execute. I didn't think the weather had anything to do with it. No one was talking about the weather or anything. We didn't execute when we had a chance. Offensively, we moved the ball at times, and then we'll step in our own way. And then defense, we gave up too many big plays, too many explosive plays. And you asked earlier about our defense. I think that's probably the biggest thing is we're giving up too many explosive plays on defense right now.
Coach, you've had a chance to face two teams that might be in the college football playoff, Clemson and Notre Dame. How do you think they compare Clemson and Notre Dame?
They're both undefeated. They're both good football team. They play good football, and they execute, and they don't beat themselves.
Coach, talk about Patrick and Akers.
And they're a veteran football team.
Patrick and Akers, Patrick, getting some good runs tonight. Akers getting a couple touchdown runs. Just talk about, are they finally getting that running game plan, getting that running game going?
It's getting better. It was a little better today. We had some good runs here and there. Again, we got to be more consistent with it. I think again when we get behind so fast early, it's hard to continue to just run the football and to see what those guys do. starting slow is hurting us in a lot of ways, and we got to find a way to start faster.
Coach, you talked about players quitting in the second half versus Clemson, but tonight it seemed like the team really kept their heads high and battled and allowed it to knock it out of hand in the second half.
I mean, not just tonight. I mean, I thought they kept fighting last week too. I mean, that Clemson game was one game, and it wasn't the whole team. It was a couple guys here and there we felt like didn't do it, and our guys been working. Our guys, they want to win. They working their tails off to try to win. We're probably trying so hard that we're getting in our own way, and but our guys also understand that we got to change that. So no one needs to hold their head down or anything. We pick our heads up and keep working and try to find a way to get out of the storm that we're in, and that's what we're going to do. We got 2 ball games left. 2 important ball games for a lot of reasons. We still have something to play for, and I know our guys are going to come out and continue to work hard and find a way to get out of this storm.
Is it great to have it at home the last 2 games?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's great to have it at home, and I know a lot of our fans are disappointed, which they should be, but we're going to need them. I think our fans can help us too get out of this funk, because we're going to need them. We're going to need all the help we can have.
Will any theory on the drop passes, has that been a concern for you?
No, we didn't have much. I mean, this was the first game where it was that way, and again, it was disappointing because the throws were there, and again, that stops drives, that stops some of the things we wanted to do on the offense side of the ball, and it just it's disappointing because, again, I mean, I don't think Terry had a drop this year, and he had multiple in this game. It's just one of those days, and again, it's frustrating, but I think they'll get better at it.
Coach, you got another physical team coming in up next, Boston College. Is it more of an execution thing, or is it more just keep doing what you're doing? What's your thoughts on Boston?
No, it's executing. We got to understand what they're doing, and as coaches, make sure we put our players in the best situation we can to stop them, and then as players go out and get it done. We got to be better at tackling. We let guys get too many yards out the contact, and that's not Florida State defense. That's not Florida State football. That's not defense in general. And we got to be better at that. And then again, not giving up explosive plays. I mean, that's 3 weeks in a row where we've given up a lot of explosive plays, and it's hard to win that way. It's hard to play good defense that way.
Coach, talk about Joshua from Baltimore.
Who?
Joshua from Baltimore, with the K.
Mm-hmm.
Hard last name, hard to pronounce, but just talk about his development behind Brian and getting ready to get over that spot.
No, he's coming along. Kendo had been he's been injured. Last year he got injured, and he was just coming back as the season going. You can tell he's getting better and better, and had a great week of practice, and he's a tremendous talent as well. I think, again, the more he plays, the better he's going to be. But he's someone that we're going to lean on as we continue to move forward.
Coach, you moved the ball fairly well for most of the game, but you had 7 drives that ended in Notre Dame territory and came away with 13 points. Just how frustrating is that, and why do you think that happened?
It's very frustrating, and it's lack of execution. Again, we don't execute consistently enough. And we got to be better at it. I think for our guys, for us, I think the best thing for us is to score faster. And not have the long drives, but to score faster, because our guys are showing that along the drive we tend to make a mistake. And again, I think part of that has to do with a young football team. You got some young guys, not just a young football team, but a young football team they're trying their hearts out, but we got to try it the right way, and do it the way that you've been trained to do it, and more importantly, do it under the lights. That's when we all need you to do it.
Coach,
Yeah, time for a couple more.
throughout most of the season, your defensive line has been one of the strongest units on your team. But the past 3 weeks, you haven't had a sack, and then they struggled a little bit against the run. Is there anything in particular that you've noticed that's been an issue up front?
Yeah, we not getting to the quarterback when they're throwing the ball. We got to find different ways to try to get there. Not just we're not getting there with our 4-man rush, and when we do blitz, they're throwing the ball, and man coverage, you get pass interference. So that's not helping us as well. I do think some of the things Coach Barnett did there in the second half, when we didn't play man coverage and we got some turnovers where our guys can see the ball and not with their backs turned to the ball, help our guys. We have some talented players back there, and I think they can make more plays when they see things in front of them. So, but then up front, we got to we got to win some one-on-ones when we're just rushing forward. We got to win some one-on-ones. I know a lot of times they're chipping and double teaming and burns, and that's when someone else needs to step up and make a play for us. But I will say this too, you got to stop the run. It's hard to get there when you ain't stopping the run. We were stopping the run early and we're able to get there, so we got to be able to stop the run.
Coach, you guys took some snaps under center tonight. Cam played a little wildcat. Are those wrinkles things that you guys want to be able to do as a team, or is it just trying to try something new?
No, it's things we want to do. It's things we had in. Again, we start so slow and get behind. We can't do a lot of things that we want to do as a team. And again, that's why it's so important for us to start fast and not be so far behind so we can't run the things that we want to run. But it was stuff that we had in our package and we was able to get to.
Last one to win.
Coach, just what went into the decision to start DeAndre tonight, and did Blackman's ability to still redshirt play a factor in that?
Tonight, playing Francois, he was healthy. He was ready to go. He didn't play the week before because he wasn't healthy, and we had to go through the week and see how he can practice. He didn't practice the week before. We needed to see how he practiced, how he performed, and execute and run the offense, and he did a good job with it. So we felt it was right to put him in there and play. I thought he did some good things. He probably missed a couple of throws, but I thought he had a lot of drops that didn't allow him to get in rhythm, and that's tough for a quarterback. I don't care who at quarterback, you have that many drops. It's tough to get in the rhythm and get some things going. So that's why we started him.